You have to develop new ways of developing yourself and take control away from a dying economy. Develop new ways of valuing your skills and experience. The biggest difficulty you will have is due to your conditioning. You'll think, who wants my knowledge and skills? Doesn't everybody know that? Just because you know it and do it doesn't mean that everybody has those skills. But that's the way the world is going. There are millions of people that want what you already know and what you find easy to do. So all you have to do is convert your knowledge and package it in a way that they can consume digitally. You've got to develop new ways of valuing your knowledge and experience, and then acquire new skills based on entrepreneurial thinking and being able to market your value to people so they can connect with you online. Your knowledge and experience must become your new capital. Remember, the value of capital is growing exponentially faster than the growth in the economy. And the drive to increase productivity is now more competitive than ever before. This means institutions, countries and people can now be separated into those that will win and those that will lose more easily than ever before. I'm sure you've heard of Einstein's quote that says, "Insanity is doing the same thing over again, expecting a different result. And yet when you look at all the people around you, they don't understand that they're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result." You need to start thinking that your model of working 40 hours a week for 40 years isn't actually working for you. Then you've got to seriously pay attention to what Einstein was sharing. If what you're doing is not giving you the lifestyle you want, then there's no value in repeating it over again. There's only value in changing the way you perceive. He also said, strive not to be a success, but strive to be of value. And that fits in perfectly with the new economy. The more value you can create, the more capital you can develop, then the more in demand that capital will be from the emerging 2 billion people. There's only 1 billion people today that enjoy a middle-class lifestyle. So over the next 20 years, there's going to be an additional 2 billion people, and that's the new gold rush. At some point, you've got to sit back and make a decision. You've got to back a direction, like picking a horse in a race. You can't just sit back and do nothing, because there's no other way. You'll just lose. Now you can actually do all the research to be really sure about backing a direction, but you have to pick a direction and then back yourself. You can read everything that Robert Kiyosaki is publishing about the future. He's got a bunch of predictions saying that come 2016, GFC Mark II is going to hit, and this is what it's going to look like. He's fortifying himself in the mountains with 2 years of rations and all the guns and ammunition he can stack in, because he's going to defend himself come hell or high water. He says at the extreme there will be another American Revolution, and there will be such a shortage of food that he expects cannibalism to re-emerge. That's really difficult to digest, isn't it? But that's what he is saying. Now there are people backing him and starting to fortify themselves, getting rations and guns and ammunition. Then there are other people that back other directions. But there is no passive way out, so you have to become active. You can back what people are saying at World War D. You can back the government and your wages and say they'll look after us, because they wouldn't dare let us go down the gurgler. You can back the stock market and say I'm going to become an expert stock picker and back paper assets. But good luck with that. Or you can actually back yourself. You can back yourself in the development of intellectual capital and the development of entrepreneurialism. And the reason why that's my preference is because that's a skill I can develop. In other words, I'm not going to rely on the economy. I don't have to back an asset class of any form. I can just back my knowledge and the skills I can develop. When I do that, I'm completely mobile. I can live anywhere and do whatever I want because I'm in control and completely transportable. The degree to which you win or lose is entirely dependent on your willingness and your ability to look at your value through different eyes and be in control. If you're not in control, then you're being controlled. And if you're being controlled, there's actually no way you can win. The middle class is being hollowed out into the haves and the have-nots. Stay tuned for You Need Entrepreneurial and Marketing Skills for a Profitable Future. Until then, it's bye from me.